All right, look. So on my channel, we get straight to the content. So listen, man. This might be my most disrespectful and aggressive video I ever did on YouTube, right? Now, I'm a person that I'm really in these YouTube streets. Whether I'm at work, working out, I'm on these YouTube. I'm on this YouTube. I'm in these YouTube streets, right? So I don't really follow no jumper anymore, right? But once you watch No Jumper, y'all know how the algorithms control everything, right? I see a guy named Hood Stocks, right? He's a Mexican. He's interviewing a Mexican female. So he asked the Mexican female, does she date black guys? She says, no, I'm not into black guys. Listen, I'm here to tell y'all, it's nothing wrong with having a preference. It's certain women of certain races and stuff like that I wouldn't date either. Like, it is what it is. Like, because I feel like overall, they not what I'm attracted to. It is what it is. It's nothing wrong with having a preference, right? But this is where this dude, Hood Stocks, takes a sharp left, right? Now, I'm not that familiar with Hood Stocks, but he popped up on my algorithm, right? And I watch AD and I watch Pun. Shout out to them, right? The guy Hood Stocks is a Mexican podcaster, and he decides after this young lady, Mexican lady, how she says she doesn't date black Americans. Who gives a fuck, right? Now, I'm trying not to get spicy from the rip. Hood Stocks decides to refer to black Americans as African booty scratchers, right? Now, if you're a black American like me, and even if you're not a black American like me, you can take something from this, right? A lot of times, white people get called out for being racist, right? Because in America, there are more times than not in a position of power, right? And I try to tell all the black people surrounded by me, whether it's my family, my friends, my young boys, yo, if you think white people are racist, you have no idea how racist Hispanic community is. Mexican people are extremely racist to black Americans. And the craziest thing is, every time you turn around, you see a Mexican trying to be a rapper. If you don't know about rap culture, that was started by black Americans. I don't give a fuck what you heard. So when you dealing with these racist Mexicans, yo, the nerve of you. I'm a huge boxing fan. So when I'm on a YouTube video, and if I take a glance at the comments, it's a lot of racist ass comments from the Mexican community, right? Honestly speaking, right? And I'm from New Jersey. No one gives a fuck about the Mexican community. We don't care about what y'all got going on. We're not trying to dress like y'all. We're not invested in y'all culture at all, right? But every time you turn around, it's a Mexican invested in the black community. I don't see no black people trying to learn Spanish to sing songs like a Mexican. But every time I turn around, it's a California Mexican trying to emulate black culture. Now, I got family in California, right? I'm not disrespecting the whole Mexican culture, because there is a Mexican side that has love for black American culture, and they show love to black Americans, bro. I'm not taking away from that. But dudes like Hood Stock, you gotta shut the fuck up, bro. Cause black Americans, we don't give a fuck about Mexicans. Point blank, period. Now, earlier in the video, I said I'm from New Jersey, right? When you're talking about elite, we're going to talk about it from sports. I'm a big sports fan, right? When you're talking about elite black people, you're talking about people from Texas. Texas creates some of the most elite black human beings, period. Louisiana, they create some of the most prolific black human beings of all time when it comes to athletic. Whatever you talking about, Texas and Louisiana does it. California, when you talk about black heritage and how black people carry on a tradition, California black men might carry it the most. I know they got gangbanging and they need to come together. And sometimes they come together and sometimes they don't. And I wish more times than not, black Americans, especially in California, would come together, all the gang members, right? But when you're talking about ganging, squabbling, entertainment, sports, black Americans in California hold it down. They number one. When it comes to holding down black Americans, California does it the best. And historically, you could say whatever you want about the Crips and Bloods, but it wasn't started on no negative shit, right? Every time I turn around, though, if I hear a Mexican speaking, especially if they're from California, they always speaking about black Americans in a derogatory way. Yo, I don't see no black Americans trying to emulate Mexican style, but I see a lot of Mexicans emulating black American style. Yo, how dare hood stocks say, oh, they African booty scratchers. Yo, shut your Mexican ass up and get off our dick. Period, bro. You know what's crazy? You Mexicans in California can act as tough as y'all want. But if the black Americans decide to stick together in California, they could wipe y'all out in a weekend. Don't get the game fucked up, bro. Y'all Mexicans came over here when everything was clear. Black Americans had to deal with whatever they had to deal with dealing with politics in America with white people. Y'all Mexicans didn't really come over until everything was clear, yo. Cowardly activity. Every time I turn on social media, I'm so tired of Mexicans disrespecting black Americans. I'm a huge boxing fan. Yo, historically speaking, every time you Mexican fans act racist with boxing, yo, black Americans historically have been giving y'all belt to ass for generations. Who the fuck are y'all talking to, bro? You name a great Mexican boxer, I name a black nigga that gave him belt to fucking ass, bro. Culturally speaking, it's stuff about Mexican culture that I like. The food. Outside of that, I could give a fuck about Mexican culture. But every time I turn around, y'all either trying to implement yourself in black American culture or y'all criticizing black American culture. Yo, get off our fucking nuts. All it would take is a weekend for all the dudes in California, the black men, to gather up and get together, and they could wipe y'all out the motherfucking city, the motherfucking state. You got a dude like Hoodstocks disrespecting black Americans. Yo, bro, you better worry about Trump, because Trump on y'all fucking ass. Even a couple months ago, you had a congresswoman that was Mexican having derogatory comments towards black Americans. Yo, you Mexicans ain't white passing like that. And y'all soft as shit. And y'all really don't contribute to American society. Everybody will try to say Americans are Mexicans are hardworking. Y'all didn't build the country. Y'all didn't build the foundation. Mexicans will work a lot of hours, but their productivity is low as fuck. Come on, bro. I'm talking to y'all. How dare Hoodstocks ever disrespect the black community? You only in California because the black people are like the Uchiha clan in Naruto. We cannot stick together. All we do is fight each other. If we ever stuck together, Mexicans wouldn't be out of California in a weekend. Hoodstocks. Even your name. Why isn't your name Abuela or something like that? Why is your name Hoodstocks? Even that has a black vibe to it, bro. The nerve of you, bro. Don't ever disrespect black Americans by calling us African booty scratchers, bro. That cartel shit is cool. Like, I've been following the cartel shit since A long time, right? All the torture videos I've been watching. I'm 40 years old. I've been watching all the videos. Yo, y'all do that to each other. Y'all don't do that to no black people. And like I said, if the Crips and the Bloods and the Hoovers stuck together, y'all be cooked in a weekend, bro. Mexicans don't even contribute to American society like that. I don't give a fuck about how y'all farming and shit like that. Y'all could get going and motherfuckers will still farm because they was farming before y'all. Like I said, y'all only in America like that because everything is clear. And now Trump on y'all ass. Now every time I go on TikTok, I see a Mexican person complaining how the black people not standing with them. How can we stand with y'all when y'all got people in y'all culture like hood stocks? And I understand every Mexican not racist. And I'm sorry, but I'm passionate about this. When it comes to black American culture, Mexicans are trying to emulate it. Y'all wearing Jordans and all this other shit. Black American shit, bro. Black Americans ain't never worried about what Mexicans got going on until y'all speak on our culture. That dude, hood stocks, could eat a fucking dick. And if you in California, like I said, I respect the niggas from Cali. I got family in Cali, and they hold it down. I wish you black niggas would really put y'all shit to the side, and I understand it's too many bodies behind it, and I get it, man. You got a blood, killed your Crip cousin, or a Crip killed your blood cousin. It's too hard to stick together. But just know, in California, y'all got the superpower, bro. Y'all could take these Mexicans out in a weekend, bro. And Trump already got them out. But the problem with Mexican culture, these Mexicans are light-skinned, so they think they white passing. White people don't give a fuck about them. But do you ever see a Mexican disrespecting white people? No. Because they still kissing their ass. Cowardly shit. That's cowardly. But every time you turn around, a Mexican got a derogatory comment to say about black Americans. Ho shit. Black Americans ain't throwing y'all out the country. White Americans are. Why hood stocks not speaking on that? He worrying about if this Mexican bitch date a fucking black man. Yo, black men can basically date almost any culture and fuck any culture they want in this world but Indian women. And we ain't really worried about them curry smelling bitches. So if you think black Americans is in a rush to reproduce with Mexican women, you got the whole game fucked up, hood stocks. We don't give a fuck, bro. We could really have shit on smash in California as a black culture if black people stuck together. You're lucky, bro. Watch how you talk to my culture. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on. I'm out.